What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Week 11 edition of the Gridiron Gals Weekly Football Picks. I am your lovely host, the NFL chick, along with my beautiful co-host, Pigskin Loving Lady. And I'm just thinking that there's only 7 weeks of games left. How do you feel about that?
You know, we wait so long for September to roll around, and then finally when it's here and the season gets to going, before you know it, we're talking about playoffs. And, you know, that's just what they do to us. They get us in, reel us in, and then kick us out. So here we go.
It's crazy. I mean, 7 weeks of football is not a lot of time. I mean, Thanksgiving is right around the corner. So
it's not at all.
This is where the playoffs starts to mold a little bit, so the games get more interesting as we go. Let's start with the first game, and it's going to be the Indianapolis Colts at the Baltimore Ravens. And I'm going to make this sweet and short. I'm not picking the Ravens. They can't beat the Indianapolis Colts. They haven't beat them since, I don't know, God knows how long. Peyton Manning is really on a roll. We saw what he did last week against New England. Baltimore is struggling with injuries. They lost Haruki Nakamura as well as Terrell Suggs. Haloti Ngata hasn't played in a while. This just does not look good for the Ravens all the way around, especially since their offense was really not in sync. So there's just no way I can pick my team, and I love them, but I can't pick them.
Well, if you can't pick them, you know I'm not. And you know, I would try to make an argument that the Baltimore Ravens could possibly hang with the Colts, but it's just not going to happen. I don't think so either. Not in Indy. So let's just make it short and sweet, and we're both picking the Colts.
Right. So we're in Baltimore, by the way, but it doesn't matter. Baltimore or Indy, they're not going to win. So it doesn't matter. I love my team, but too many injuries. Look, if it happens, thank you, Jesus. But if it doesn't, oh well, so.
Well, the Colts defense is pretty messed up as well. So,
that's true.
I mean, that kind of levels out the playing field in that aspect. And they did stall against New England. Even though they won the game, I technically say it's a loss, because New England gave it to them on a silver platter. So, I'm taking the Colts anyway. So, but it can go either way.
Peyton Manning is still on that team, so until he leaves, I'm not picking the Ravens. Next, we have the Washington Redskins at the Dallas Cowboys. And good for the Redskins. They got a win last week. I mean, good for them. But I think that Dallas is the better team. I don't think that the Redskins is going to lay down, though. I mean, this is a big rivalry game, and they do have a top 5 defense. I just don't feel comfortable enough with them putting points on the board. Even without that punt touchdown, they only still scored 17 points on offense. So I just can't feel comfortable picking the Redskins. I think the Dallas Cowboys are a better team.
Oh my God, this just hurts my heart. I kid you not. I just vowed after last week that I was not picking the Cowboys ever again. They disappointed me so badly when they went to Green Bay. I mean, you don't score a point until the end of the fourth quarter, when the game is almost over. What is this? This is the National Football League, and this is exactly why I hate to pick them. But because of the Redskins' lack of ability to put the ball into the end zone, I just can't see them going to Dallas, knowing this is a heated rivalry, and pull it out. So against my better wishes, I got to pick the Cowboys.
Oh, Cowboy fans are kind of melancholy about this. They like, yay, but, she doesn't mean it, so what difference does it make? All right.
No, I mean it. Listen to me. No, I mean it.
Next game, we have the Atlanta Falcons at the New York Giants, and the Giants are really reeling, and I really want to pick them. I do, but every time I pick them lately, they just haven't been able to, come up and win football games. I'm going to go ahead and pick the Falcons. I think I'm going to be wrong about this pick. I think that somehow the Giants are going to win, but until they win another game, it's just going to be hard. They lost 4 straight. I just can't. I'm not confident in picking them right now. I'm going to go ahead and pick the Falcons.
I can't go against the Giants here only because Michael Turner is out of the game. So you got Javarius Norwood, trying to handle the game for 60 minutes, which I don't think he's ever done against that defense who's good at pounding on running backs and tackling them and hitting hard and being physical. So that means Ryan going to have to throw the ball. I don't feel comfortable with him having to win the game in the Meadowlands like that. So that's the reason why I'm going to pick the Giants. I think at home they play better. And against, really a one-man running game, I think they'll be able to pull it out. So they get to get back on track against the Falcons here.
And Meadowlands had them swirling winds. We don't know. Atlanta's not used to playing outside of a dome too often.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel you on that. I just need the Giants to win for me to start believing in them again.
Right.
So
Right.
the next game we have is the San Diego Superchargers at the Denver Broncos. And I'm picking the Red Hot Superchargers. They do what they always do. They get ready to start doing a playoff run. They're now tied with Denver with 6-3, and Denver is really struggling. They are who we thought they were, and so I'm gonna go ahead and pick the Chargers because right now they are playing like they want to be AFC West winners.
I gotta start listening to you, but it ain't gonna happen this week. I'm taking the Denver Broncos, and I just think that Carl Orton is gonna tape that ankle up. They realize what's at stake at this game here, and they're gonna come ready. I look for Brandon Marshall to really show his butt. I'm calling him out. I can see him going against that secondary. It's just gonna be a great game, but I'm gonna go ahead. I'm rolling with the Broncos. I'm gonna give the Broncos the advantage here because they're at home, and I just think they're ready. And I know you made a great argument last week about how the Chargers come to life towards the November, December. But I'm going to take your advice next week, and I'm going to go with the Broncos this
Not
time.
today. All right, that's fine. So we got the New York Jets at the New England Patriots, and Rex Ryan cried this week, and he believes in his team and all of that.
Yeah.
And he talked so much smack the first time around, and they backed it up the first time. I knew that they was going to win the first time, but I do not think they're going to win this time. I think Belichick is going to run the score up on them. He's going to kick them while they're down. I really see them in the beginning playing well, but I don't see them finishing well at all. I'm taking New England.
Yeah, we're actually looking at two different teams from that first game where the Jets were streaking hot, the Patriots were cold. They have absolutely reversed themselves. And I'm like you, the Patriots smell blood. They were embarrassed that game. And it's not going to happen again. Not at home, not against the Jets. And like you said, they gave the Patriots bulletin board material when Rex told everybody that he cried. He should have kept that a secret. But I'm taking the Patriots at home as well.
All right. The final game we have, and this should be a good matchup, the Tennessee Titans at the Houston Texans. I think this is going to be really good. The Titans finally have found some spark. The Texans are playing well. I think I'm going to go ahead and stick with my hot hand, which is going to be the Titans, because Chris Johnson is a beast. Everybody wants to talk about Adrian Peterson, and that's fine because he's a great guy. But Chris Johnson is right now playing better than Adrian Peterson. He's one of the best players in the league right now. He's the reason why they're winning games because they have Vince Young at quarterback, not making a whole lot of plays, but enough to win. So I'm going to go ahead and pick the Titans because I think that Chris Johnson is that man. He's that dude. And, he's the hot hand. I'm going to stick with the hot hand right now.
Okay, so here we go again. I'm going across the field, and I'm taking the Texans. And I just think they're the surprise team of 2009. And I could see them actually making a run for the playoffs. I know the Tennessee Titans are very good. They're actually playing well. But, I get this one emotional pick, and that's how I feel about the Texans. They are always so close. And, if they learn how to finish games, it'll be so much different. I think with a division rival, they'll be able to bring that to light. They're at home. Their crowd is hungry. It's time that they start delivering. And I'm just going to pick them just because I think it's time. It's just time. And Chris Johnson, he'll be at the Pro Bowl, but he might not be in the playoffs.
That's a good point. I love the underdog too, so I totally feel your pick. I love the Texans. I just don't know what they're going to be able to do with Chris Johnson. So that is our last pick of the game. So let's see how we do this week. And we hope you guys enjoyed your picks, and we hope that you come back next week early because it's Thanksgiving. So have a good one, guys and girls. Have a good one. Peace out.
All right, bye-bye.